Hello, everybody. I'm just laying on my blanket. So I guess I want to come back with a true first long video because it's that time of night again, and I'm bored. On my mind, crazy. But also got some good news. I'm getting my new bed tomorrow. I'm gonna tell you today, as well as I'm getting me a new office, a new desk coming in today. Ain't cheap or anything, but it's so worth it getting a new bed. Um, Dealing with loneliness drives me insane. And especially where I'm from, people are not very sociable or eager. They're not curious to go around, meet people, and anything. And Winston was actually right about one thing about America and all that. America is not a place if you want to socialize, date, or anything. You know what I'm saying? If you care about socially interacting with people, you want to have a relationship, you're just not going to find it in America. You know what I'm saying? And it drives me mad crazy that, if you're not a conformist, you're pretty much, well, SOL, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be a bit modest tonight. And I kind of realized this too. I kind of realized my hair is falling out. But that doesn't matter. What matters is, in America, if you're not a conformist, you don't fit in. You actually get more penalized for standing out, for being different. And I always been told it does sound like a shallow title, be different, stand out, you know what I'm saying? But it is for what it is. I was trying to be creative with the titles and stuff, but that's what it is, be different. I hate you always have to be different than everybody else. Oh, Martel, I thought you was a black sheep. Now you sound like a white sheep. Sheep is still a sheep at the end of the day. It doesn't matter if a white sheep or a black sheep. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, nobody don't want to be truly auctionized and, disfranchised from the groups and stuff. But the problem is, it's like, I hate that I'm forced to use social media because I don't have no other way of communication with people. And a lot of people here are just shallow and hollow, just about trivial BS, dumb crap, sports and politics and business. If they ain't talking about none of that or religion, game over. You know what I'm saying? And here's the problem that I have with America altogether. If you're not a religious person, you're not a political person, you're not about nothing wrong about business, entrepreneurship, and all that. But I don't want that to be the focal point. And Americans are very antisocial. And I have to agree with Winston Wu about a few things about he was saying about Americans antisocial. And I have to agree with that too. It's like for the last couple of years, people that outside of brothers and other minorities and different groups and stuff like that. But that ain't the kind of topic here. But outside of that, like the ones that reach out to me the most are literally foreigners. And I was kind of being kind of cautious in my videos because I know a lot of my videos do have, I guess you're saying in nature, accidentally sound xenophobic in nature and tone. And I apologize for that to my audience in advance. But if you ask me what's something's wrong with my voice or something, I'm coming down with a cold. And I'm fighting this cold or so. But back I was saying on tonight's topic, that is, you, people always try to say you just stand out from the most. You're different. You're different. You're supposed to be different. You're supposed to be proud to be a different. And not everybody should be the same. That's true. And that's not when I'm coming off like that. But, I do have to, self-reflect sometimes. And I do have to analyze sometimes as well, self-reflection. And I kind of realized I was getting kind of stale and repetitive too. And I'm trying to come up with something fresh, something new every time. But, it's hard doing that when I'm on literally just me. I don't have like a circle of people that's creative, interesting forces, you know what I'm saying, outside myself. A lot of men and women here, they just literally strictly about business. They know, oh, you want to go get a bite to eat, you want to get a drink. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Let's go out to a bar. I was talking to Isis about this. I love her to, I love you, baby. But what she actually said to me profoundly, we were talking about how many people in your own neighborhood do you ever get invitations to outside of your family? Every every few once a blue moon. Like every few years, I get invitations. Like the previous neighbor had passed away, unfortunately. So, um, yeah, it's very tragic. I haven't got an invitation outside of a family thing, and I've been ready by itself too. It's like years, you know. We was talking how I talk to foreigners like I won't rat these people out. I won't be a traitor to these people. But I all I can say specifically, and that is a lot of them do come from Africa, Asia, Latin America. Told me when I'm gonna come to these countries, can you come to my country? We invite you to come here. This is your home. You know that kind of baffles me that in America, what's the last time you ever get? What's the last time you can meet true genuine friends in America? There's a shallow and hollow kind of conversation. I can't do small talk, you know. And me, I used to talk about small talk. I told my woman straight up, I hate small talk. I don't like shallow talking, you know. So I don't like just bunch of good for nothing chitter chat, you know what I'm saying? And that bores the hell out of me, you know. I'm watching my mouth this time around. I know the last my videos been kind of out there crazy and all that, you know. So I want to come in video format to come bring back down to earth, you know. I'm trying to be, bring it back down to earth. You know, I do have class, you know, but I have to, lay out for the audience. Sometimes keep it raw with them, you know. And I'm surprised y'all put up with me this much, you know. But on a truthful note, it's baffling me that I can't even meet genuine outside of you. I'm not talking social media or anything, but in real life, you know what I'm saying. There's a very few people I could call a friend, and the problem with that is you use the quotation mark friends like don't use it lightly or loosely. You know what I'm saying? A lot at best is just acquaintances. You know, and it breaks my heart. I mean, I was talking about this why we had to leave America too. It's like America's not about anything. You know, it ain't about friendships and families and all that. You know, and it kind of like, and that I kind of phase. I have to be honest with the audience. Too. I kind of actually sometimes become repetitive, and I'm learning. Back to the topic here. I know I'm going way off this time around, but I'm gonna keep it brief this time around. And that is, do you like being different? You know, shallow as it sounds. You know, do you like standing out from the crowd and all that? You know, you're supposed to be a trendsetter. You're supposed to be rocking the crowd and all that. You know, but you don't feel like you're part of anything. You know, American culture don't feel like you're a part of everything. You know, I feel like if you do, you're forced to basically erase yourself and become a machine. You know, become a puppet. And I can't relate to shallow, meaningless conversations. You know. But the problem is that you try to come off, on some intellectual tip and all that. I start losing people, losing audience and all that. And I guess you can call this a sellout move and all that. Or people forced to dumb down their own content, including myself, because when I do talk about enlightenment or, outside the box kind of things, guess what? It doesn't get nowhere, you know? Or I'm not just saying about views and anything, I'm just acknowledging what I'm what I'm doing, you know. And what baffles me sometimes being I was pretty much forced to be a free thinker, especially being the only child, being the only disabled child, so kind of like forces me to think outside the box, you know. I do kind of wish sometimes I wish I was normal, you know. And I think that kind of hurts me too when you're dealing with a disability like myself, and I ain't gonna go on no health issues because people are jackasses. I mean, I let that one rip, but that'd be the only time I let it rip. But yeah, it's baffling. I have to hide who I am, you know. And sorry, I guess I'm so sorry. My bad. Yeah. Okay, much better, My bad. Whew. Been fighting cold all for the last couple of days, you know. Sometimes, why even bother being different? You know what I'm saying? It seems like you gotta be doing all kind of controversial. Me and Ice was talking about some weirdos named Ice Spice, and I just made that video about that gorilla chick talk she don't bathe, other chick talking urinating on audience and all that. Like, what the hell? You know, and it be tripping me out sometimes. Like, oh my god, these people are complete degenerates. You know, I feel like I kind of want to be honest with y'all too. I feel like I'm losing touch with myself, and I'm also feel like I'm losing touch with y'all too. And it's kind of hard trying to please y'all and please myself at the same time, you know. And I kind of admit this too. I guess you can call it a sellout move, you know. And it's kind of hard because you know you get tired of just fighting and resisting all the time. You know, you just get. I get tired of this myself personally, and I know sometimes speaking in second and third perspective sometimes. You know, 'cause I like to. I always try to be creative. I have to be creative because also not do that because I'm also an artist, a recording artist, a content creator. So I always have to think outside myself all the time, and it get kind of like taking over my life sometimes. You know, because a lot of people just I don't like boring people. It's what it is. Call me shallow, call me what it is. You know, that's what the title is of the video. Be different, you know. True force loneliness, be different. Martell's out.